Young tycoon that's sickening, tired forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that...
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on their in-state rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Red on red.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Being chased out left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. There he goes, left side. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On second down, here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play them and come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day? And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Leads at 24. Take right open. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The Cowboys at 6-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
On first down, Graham brought down at the 20. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Go, let's go.
On second down, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Red on red.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. they'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hey, lie.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And once again, that middle going to be clogged up as he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Rip, 23.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
On the red.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games.
Well, it's hit, and the ball is free, and the Texans scoop it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps this forward. Jet sweep.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Cowboy defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. They came through with a big-time pick 6.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Texans have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Well, it's hit and the ball is free. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From midfield now, Lawrence. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
That'll be caught. It's Scott. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Cowboys! Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now 2nd and 9.
Change it. Yeah.
Jackson now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
13.
Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion.
completion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, go. Hey, middle. No, we changed it. Hey.
Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 33 yards that time.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On second down, here's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Report.
At the 11-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Play action. It's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is indeed good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A tackle made by J.T. Woods.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
13 loose, 30 left. 11.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Caught by Wilson.
Lawrence's pass complete to number 17, Garrett Wilson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 42-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Graham. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's
And
go.
they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. You changed it. Yeah. Hey,
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Report. Hey, middle.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
They'll try the left side. Graham. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Graham. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Throwing now, Lawrence. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. This offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Lawrence. Oh, and that That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Houston, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that sets them.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate.